Welcome, Peoria Notre Dame soccer fans. Campus Peoria Notre Dame High School up here on the hilltop for tonight's matchup between your Lady Irish, Peoria Notre Dame, and the Lady Knights from Richwoods, just about a mile away from us here. This Big 12 conference rivalry. I'm Rob Kenny, happy to be here tonight. Pleasure and an honor to be with Haley Perongo, class of 2013.
Happy to be here.
Yeah, we're happy to have you here. Veteran of this Peoria Notre Dame women's soccer program. Haley was also, what are you, Director of Operations? What's your eventual title with the inaugural Peoria City women's squad this year?
I am currently the General Manager and Technical Director of the Peoria City's WPSL team. So,
all right.
Looking forward to our first season.
Yeah, we're all looking forward to that too. I and my wife and a bunch of friends will be there, all that stuff. Matchup here, Haley. Rivalry matchup. Get a little more fired up for this sort of game?
Yes, absolutely. Richwoods is always a good rival for us, and we always love playing them.
Richwoods comes in at 8-4-2, 1-2-1 in the conference. Actually, if they were in the Middle Illini, they'd be 3-1-1. They have 3 wins, a loss, and a tie against Middle Illini teams. So, if you can go into the portal and actually switch conferences. I know you can switch teams nowadays. I don't think it's allowed to switch conferences mid-season. The Irish scores come in at 12-0, 5-0 in the conference, ranked number 1 in 2A, number 3 overall in the state of Illinois. But you can kind of throw that stuff out here, especially in these first 20, 25 minutes here of a rivalry game. Irish will be without Maddie Stickelmeyer, number 7 today. Got a little tweak in the normal community game last week. In the second half, so she's still nursing that. Irish coming off of a 9-0 dismantling of Urbana down in Urbana last week. This is a game that was supposed to be played yesterday, but due to torrential rains, a lot of thunder, a lot of lightning, it was moved to today, where we have beautiful weather. Very little wind, which is, as you know here as a former player, Haley's not usual up here.
Not at all. This is a great day. Great day to play some soccer.
Yeah, usually howling. The Irish, other than Maddie Stuckmeyer, have their normal starting lineup out there. Sophia Russo, number 13, will be replacing Maddie, patrolling the midfield. Team just feeling each other out here. What do you look to do in these first 10 or 15 minutes? You're not just a player, but also a coach here. What are you looking to do in these first 10 or 15 minutes, Haley?
Let's keep playing forward, switch to point of attack. Looks like they're doing a decent time of this. Richwood's probably going to play pretty long here, play it down line. But if I'm PND, I'm going forward.
Tends to be what happens. Other teams always come in with nice game plans of, let's stretch PND out, let's move them from side to side. Let's try to play a whole field game, and then you end up getting squeezed, though. Relentless pressure of the Irish kind of tends to make your midfield disappear. They just have to play too close to their defense.
You'll see here that we'll play a little bit more possessive than Richwoods will, I think.
Yeah, we do like to string passes together. We are occasionally certainly have the legs from our back row to throw 50-yard long balls in there, but we much prefer to string passes together. The lights are on, not taking effect yet. We have beautiful sunshine still here for another half hour or so. We did turn the lights on a little late our last home game. Looked up and we're like, oh, somebody should probably flip the switch. I think we paid the bill. Good speed there by number 12, Juliana Jumadoa. Going to get herself, her team, their first sort of organized attack here. There's Juliana down there.
Good composure.
Yeah, the Irish here now on a counterattack. Ava LaFollette is taking the ball in here centrally. She's got some help on the right side. We're going to call foul right outside the box, just to the right of the top of the D.
Let's put this one on frame.
Yeah, pretty close here. It's prefer this to be about 5 yards further back. Have a little more loop on it.
Play a direct ball right here.
Ava is pretty much ambidextrous. She can smack the ball with either right foot or left foot. This comes at 35-35. You know, she tried it there, just pulled it a little bit wide of the left post.
Not a bad idea.
Nope, see what she was doing there, low and hard. If you heard Coach Mark Stride there, talking about playing the ball back to maybe look up before you do it. Don't just do the robo pass to your keeper, to Riley Bear there. Knights here looking to relieve some of this pressure. Trying to possess the ball a little bit more. The Irish, though, will win that 50-50 ball. Going to get a throw in here right in front of a traveling crowd. Haven't quite filled in yet there. I assume we'll have a good crowd here. Beautiful weather. Richwoods, of course, doesn't have to travel very far. Literally about 1.2 miles.
This used to be a packed place for this game.
Yeah. A lot of other things on the docket. Also a game that, you know, wasn't supposed to be on a Wednesday, so a lot of people have other stuff scheduled there. I'm sure it would have been a bigger crowd had it taken place 24 hours earlier as scheduled. Irish here a little more dangerous. Free kick, or at least you can do a lot more with a free kick here outside from about 30 yards out. And we'll still have Ava on it. She plays that, ooh. Keeper came out sort of tentatively on that one. Didn't get anything on it. The Irish, though, did not have anybody there. I think with the pace that was going, that was probably a shot, you think?
I would agree.
It came in really hard. Doesn't give you much of a chance to run onto it when it comes in at that speed. And there's a waste of a goal kick there. Just sort of scored it out of bounds. Did not do the White Knights any favors there.
Let's switch the ball here.
A little trouble clearing the ball here for the Knights defense here. Hannah Daly got it. Shea Larson trying to find Shea Larson. Shea finds Leffler. Two Lefflers here. We have Bailey Leffler, number 4 for the Irish, playing against her sister, number 4 for the Knights, Madison Leffler.
You gotta love that.
Yeah, you gotta. A house divided.
Good ball from Shea.
Yeah, it was a very nice ball found. Ava right there at about the penalty spot. Good defense there, though, thwarting the attacks, but the Irish are going to get a corner out of it. Their third set piece, first corner, going to come from the right side there in front of the equipment shed. As you mentioned, not changed in a decade and a half since you've been here.
I love that.
If you left a sandwich in there, it's probably still there, Haley. That's really
Maybe our old uniforms are in there.
smelling just like an old sandwich, I'm sure. Ball goes out of bounds there. So just going to be a goal kick. First 8 minutes here, all the pressure has been put on the Knights defense from the Irish offense. A few forays over midfield, but other than that, I can't say that the Irish have been tested yet. We like that. There's Abigail Chaddick, wins that 50-50 ball. It's not really a 50-50 ball, it was a 100-0 ball. She was the only one on it. And Irish get another throw in here. Like that, you saw Ava LaFollette making a run on the throw. You know, you usually talk about making runs on and looking for passes from someone's feet, but she made a run there on the throw.
Great win.
And get another corner from the exact same spot that we were a minute ago. See if the Irish can do a little bit more. And everybody is back. One person in front of the goal mouth going to look like going to run onto this. And we'll have Bailey Leffler. And that one flies out too. Maybe a little more wind there. We fortunately are kind of protected from the wind up here, but maybe can no longer see the flag silhouette as the sun drops. So just about 10 minutes into this first half. Not unusual for the Irish to go the first 15, 20, 25 minutes without really getting a shot on goal. Settle in the game, and then all of a sudden the goals come.
Once we get one, we'll get another.
That's the way it's tended to happen here. The Richwoods, though, has a really nice goal differential. They don't get blown out. They're been giving up less than a goal a game on average here, giving up about 0.87 goals. So but they've probably not played a team quite as good as the Irish yet this season. Didn't see their whole record. Their last 2 games have been losses, including a 3-1 loss in a home game versus Morton. That was their very last game. But before that, they had a 3-game winning streak. So, as we said, they're 8-4-2. So that is a record to be okay with.
Not a ton of action on this left side here.
No, the Irish tend to get stuck side to side. I know you've called for switching the fields here a couple times. Also, with my old eyes, I prefer that everything takes place here on the left side closer to me so I can see the numbers. Number 22, Riley Bennett over there. He's won a couple balls here, a couple nice throws. There is.
Let's lock it in here.
Allie Sticklemeyer there was sweeping up that loose ball. Under 30 minutes now here. The Irish run a play. And what happens in this situation usually is, you know, you're starved for service up top, and so your frontline players just start getting sucked closer in, and all of a sudden the ball pops out and there's nobody there. You really just can't counterattack. Nice job there by number 23, Addison Sharp. Could not keep the ball in play, though. There is Bailey Leffler. Made a nice pass to Daly.
Good idea. Good ball.
You find Shay Larson down there, number 6. Shay's going to beat her marker. Tried to muscle her. Shay's a lot stronger than she looks.
She is. She's a tough one.
See it on
Good
the
ball.
basketball court, too. Yeah, that's
A little
handled.
too deep.
Yeah, handled one of them by the keeper, Delaney Reynolds, number 1.
It's a good idea.
We're going to have number 10, Delaney Driscoll, coming into the game. I think I heard her say that Delaney's going to maybe slot into where Abigail Chaddock is right now, and then Chaddock is going to find herself a little more committed to the attack. Last game we did here against Normal Community, we had 2 goals from Chaddock and 3 goals from LaFollette. That was the 5 the Irish scored. But the goals can come from anywhere with this Notre Dame squad this year, as last year as well. Not unusual to score 5 or 6 goals and have 4 or 5 girls on the score sheet. Addison Bellamy here, gonna get on her horse.
A little unlucky.
Yeah, it was a little unlucky. Just kind of got her foot on top of the ball there. You see what she's trying to do. She was looking up, trying to make the pass. Throw in here. A shove in the back by the Knights. So that's going to allow the Irish to get their sub in here. Or not. Ali Stickelmeyer is going to take this. Ali's got the leg to stick this somewhere between the circles. You drove that one through.
Ball.
That
Finish
is beautiful.
That. Ooh.
It is gonna. Oh.
Great ball by Maddie. Or I'm sorry, Ali.
Great ball on by Ali Stickelmeyer, and then a good job by the keeper. You know, really came out, made Ava have to just kind of push it by her. And I believe that was number 20, Abby Cooley, who managed to get there and sweep it off the goal line. Hannah Daly checking out. We're also going to see Mia Riggenberg, number 5, coming in here. The keeper came out.
Let's get that one.
That ball is directly up in the air. Going to be a goal kick for the. That was a little bit dangerous. Could have went anywhere. Sophia Russo also checking out of the game here. Riggenberg, number 5, checking in for her. It's a like-for-like replacement. Means just going to replace Sophia out there. Playing up high on the left. 15 minutes gone here. The energy you expend on defense just takes more out of you, Haley, than the energy you expend on offense. When you have to defend, you know, for 15 minutes consistently.
That's for sure. And that's what Richwoods is doing right now. Not a ton of action for our backs.
The Irish can't get organized here and put that first one in, and then, as you said, then the other ones just tend to come. It's like the first egg hatching, and once that first chick is out, the rest of them hear it and want to come on out. The Irish going to get another corner kick here.
Bailey, take it.
Bailey Leffler is going to take this one instead of Ava LaFollette. I'm going to get Ava into the attack then.
Let's find Ali Stickelmeyer's head here.
That would be nice. Ali does tend to win these. They're not really 50-50 balls when Ali's up there. Oh, nice dummy. Ava let it go. Yeah, Riggenberg couldn't quite get the contact she wanted. Gets the ball out there. Then Juliana Jamadua. Nice run here down the right side. Let's see if she can't find somebody to get a cross in. Just a little, 1 or 2 touches too many. Let's call a foul there. Quite sure what that was.
All right, here we go. Hey, Julie, we gotta have something. If we lose the ball, fine. You got good back, right? It's your job.
I think when that ball pops out into the Knights, like we talked, you just hadn't anybody out there prepared for that counterattack because they're so used to having to play defense. Foul there on the Irish, going to give the ball back for a free kick for the Knights. 80 yards from their goal, though, so not going to really be dangerous. Number 20 there, Abby Cooley couldn't take that one. Delaney Driscoll there won that very nicely. Ali Stickelmeyer, as is her usual MO there, cleans that up, wins it for the Irish. A little more action here for the Irish defense than we had. Stickelmeyer there thought about playing it back to Riley Bear and then decided to play it out. Richwoods throws on 3 subs. Looks like it's basically made a sub on all 3 lines there. 1 up top, 1 in the middle, and 1 on defense. It's a very democratic way of subbing in. Nice throw in here. Amy Wardle, nice win. Irish win the secondary ball through there from Chaddock. And relieve the pressure, but pops out here near the Irish bench. Letting Addison Sharp throw it in. Good to see Abby Chaddock allowed to get her face mask off there. That was protecting the nose. Don't know about you, but I never liked to play with anything.
I'm sure she's very happy not to have that anymore.
Yeah, that just always seems suffocating.
I could not imagine.
People were pretty happy to have as much of my face covered as possible when I played, though, but it had nothing to do with medical or physical therapy. Irish give up another free kick here. Just sort of ticky-tacky foul out there near midfield. Nothing in it. Nice left-footed boot there. Chaddock wins it. Not quite able to clear it here quite yet. Addison Bellamy gets some nice contact there. See if Leffler and Riggenberg can't. Ooh, looked like a handball there. No.
Good switch.
Yeah, just gonna play that advantage.
Good idea by
there.
Riley.
Yeah, that was a great job by Riley. Eventually finds its way into the Irish attack. The ball could have went anywhere, but goes off.
Unlucky.
A little unlucky off the Shea there. Good job by the defender, though, to just whack it. Under 20 minutes to go. More than halfway through this first half. This has a lot of similarities to our game versus Washington. It took us the first half hour before we solved them and then managed to plop 5 goals in. Same thing in Normal Community. I don't think we scored until they were about the 16-minute mark of the first half. And then we ended up getting the second one and then 3 in the second. But nothing is promised. Richwoods got to be fairly happy with a 0-0 scoreline right here, considering the amount of time they spent on the back foot. You think the Irish need to change anything, Haley, up here, or just keep this pressure on?
Keep the pressure, keep swinging it, move the ball a little bit more. Like I said, I'd like to see it on a little bit more on the left side.
Yeah.
Maybe play a little bit higher. But some good ball movement.
Yeah, tough to make those adjustments during the run and play. I mean, while the clock's moving, is that something you got to wait till halftime to really kind of implement?
I think talk it out. Let's see. I'd like to see some little bit more leadership out here, right? And,
yeah.
When
there's not been a lot of talking.
Yeah.
That's a good point. You're not really hearing a lot of chirping in a good way. Bailey Leffler coming out, Hannah Daly coming back in.
Some good movement by Bailey out there.
Shea Larson got clipped there, it looked like. Went down. Irish going to get a set piece here from a pretty dangerous position. They had one almost exactly that spot. I think Ava took a shot. We called it a shot because it came in hot and heavy. See what happens here. It's her right foot. That was definitely a shot, but that one goes high off the batting cage, bounces back into play. She kind of wasted, almost, wasted's the word, but never really used their set pieces here to great advantage.
Yeah, I'd like a little lofted ball on someone's head.
We certainly have the ability to do that. Good job helping the ball along there by the Knights defense, but going to roll out harmlessly for Irish possession. Yeah, that one tried to sell it, and it went off pretty sure that went off of the Irish. Nice change of field attempt here by the Knights. And Addison Bellamy gets to it before anybody else. Bear showing off his skills there. Supposed skills, I guess I should say.
He's trying, huh?
Throwing, yeah, he was a little worried. Guy his age should just be letting the ball girls take care of that. Genesis Quintero had that one go out, got in the way. Bellamy will take another throw in, but just 30 yards further up. Oh, I like that idea. That ball trying to find Ava up there by Bellamy, but whoa, we got a little gravity storm, took out the defender. I should probably need to come get that ball. I was just kind of waiting for it to come here, and the defender snuck in front. Oh, good job, Riley Bennett there, using her physicality. Neither team can get the ball on the ground here. Irish get a free kick here. Maybe now we can loft one in here. A little further away. You don't really want to be trying to put something on frame from here if you're Ali Sticklemeyer, although you can. Let's see if the Irish don't dial something up here from the training ground.
Let's get one here.
At least make the goalie work. I mean, she hasn't had a whole lot to do there. We're not putting things between the pipes.
Definitely would love to see some more shots.
Yeah, that one's direct again. I don't think she meant it to be that direct, though. I think that one just didn't curve the way she wanted to. Keeper takes it without being bothered. Under 15 minutes to go here. 25 minutes into this Big 12 conference matchup between the undefeated Irish.
Oh, I love it.
Oh, love the idea.
Again.
Yeah, a little unlucky. Keeper came out, read it well, came off her line right when she needed to.
Love that idea. It's a good ball by Daly. That is Shea.
0-0. Richwoods and Irish.
Good win.
Yeah, got it. On the bounce.
Another good one.
Nice square ball. Give and go. Yeah,
Good ball.
now first time we really come down the left end. Subs coming in here. We're going to have Sophia Russo back into the game. Mia Riggenberg did a good job out there when the ball found its way to this left side. Subs also in for Richwoods, including some of the starters back in. Oh, I love that. Love that.
Great idea.
Yep. Beautiful ball in by, was it Russo or was it Bellamy?
I think that was Bellamy.
Was it Bellamy with the initial pass there? And then I love the fact that just did the quick little
Love the volley.
volley. Yeah, I love just opening up side foot. I think it caught the defense a little bit by surprise. Just couldn't get it down in time. 13 minutes to go. Irish looking to open their account here.
Well done by Chaddock.
Yeah, also someone who's much tougher and stronger than she looks. Love that idea there, cut out by the defense though, but the Irish are asking a few more questions here of the Richwoods defense than they have the previous 20 minutes.
Putting some good pressure on them. Let's take some more shots. I think would be a good spot.
Coaching staff yelling that can't be putting in crosses that the first defender can play. Either gotta cut it back or put in some balls with some height on them so they go to the back post. One of those lofted balls that you were talking about, Haley. Let the Irish cutters, runners.
Good idea.
Must say the Knights defense though has been doing a good job.
They are.
Yeah, they've been anticipating things. They've been not trying to do too much. You always like to play out of the back if you can, but against this pressure, they've just been clearing their lines, making the Irish have to come back and regain the 30, 40 yards of territory.
This is a good matchup right now.
Able to keep Ava LaFollette from finding space to launch those 25, 30 foot or 30-yard rockets she likes to. Ooh, we're going to call a penalty here. Yeah. It was definitely not something that Ava was looking to draw. She was trying to find space to wrap that left foot around that ball. Contact in the box.
Yeah.
Comes at 11:17 of this first half.
Just keep an eye. That's the second time for her. That's the second time.
Ava earned the foul and is going to earn the kick. Instructions being given by the referee. Ava needs no instructions about what to do with this ball.
Ooh.
And it is stopped.
Goal.
Did he say?
Did he cross the line?
He's not saying it.
Ooh.
Tough for us to tell up here. I'm going to let the...
We need some VAR here.
But it hit the side netting.
I gotta agree with Coach Ralph. I think that hit the net, but
Haley thinks it hit the side netting. You gonna give it? No, we're gonna call it a goal kick.
That hit the side netting.
let's watch that replay later.
It's gonna remain 0-0.
Side netting.
First of all, a great stop initially by the goalkeeper,
That is a good-
Delaney
yeah.
Reynolds. Yeah, good
Good
stop.
save.
But then it kind of trickled underneath her. After that, I honestly lost. I saw it. I saw it against the post. My eyes are not good enough at the age of 60 to see whether it was nestled against the side netting.
She's gonna want that one back for sure, but I think we'll get one.
I think that might fire us up.
I would agree.
Add a little adrenaline to this last 10 minutes, 10 and a half minutes for the Irish. Ball goes off of Bellamy and be thrown here right below our broadcast booth. All right, so we're still 0-0 at about the 10-minute mark here. A saved penalty kick, Ava Lafayette could not get it in. Great save though by the keeper here. Let's give her all the credit in the world, Delaney Reynolds. Throwing for the Irish. And subs, Bailey Leffler, number 4, back into the game. Delaney Driscoll. In her. About 20-minute shift in there. Richwoods trying to gather some momentum themselves from there. I'm sure that always fires you up on offense when your keeper saves a penalty. You feel like you owe the defense something.
That is true.
Nice tackle. Going to lead to a corner kick for the Irish, though, but that was good. Went to ground. Didn't go to ground too soon. Hannah Daly, with her rocket of a right leg, is going to take this kick. The Irish, particularly from that corner, have not really done much with these kicks. They had a couple float out of bounds.
Would love to see one here.
Play that out to the top of the box, but the Irish thwarted by the defense of the Knights. Nice ball. The Irish just forced to put it out, and Emmy Wardle. Getting the point here. Richards going to be pretty happy. 0-0 at halftime if it stays with this, particularly saving a penalty. I don't think the Irish are really particularly playing tight. Do you, Haley? We just can't quite get that good quality at the last touch.
Yeah, no, would love to see them playing a little bit higher, a little bit tighter on their man. A little bit spaced out right now. I think the defense can push up a little bit more. Why not?
Yeah, I'm not sure Riley Bear has touched a live ball today.
She has not. Let's give her a little And maybe we don't want her to have some action, but
I like her to stay awake, though. That's a good find there. Just bad first touch by Shea Larson there. Go up and got her in the face. Embellishment by the Knight player there. Bailey Leffler tries to get pass out there, but the Knights are always in the way of these passes too. You got to give them credit, as we said earlier. They're finding legs.
it's a good idea. Good idea again. Shea just got to play that one a little bit outside the 6. Let's get that at the PK spot.
Yeah, so the keeper can't make a play on it. Yeah, but that is what the coaches are asking for. It did defeat the first defender. First defender couldn't get a touch on it. Just about 6.5 minutes left here. Now I think if the Irish can score, it'll be a really deflating for Richwoods.
Handball there.
Yeah, it is. Correct call. Not intentional, but the hand was behind her back, and the ball just kind of popped up. And that's not allowed. All right, maybe take this opportunity here to talk about when does the women's season start here?
Our first game is on May 16th, and that's an away game in Indianapolis against FC Pride. And then our first home game is on May 24th against Lufuse, and that'll be a really good game.
All right.
We'll have to pack Shea Stadium.
I cannot wait. Like I said, we will be there. We hope everybody will be there. Not just you gives it a Peoria Notre Dame flavor, but you got some Peoria Notre Dame players.
Yes.
Former players, rather.
Excited to have them.
Yeah, nice to have some. And other local players, local Central Illinois players. Saw a couple Dunlap Eagles on the team, Miss Senick and Miss Sutter.
Yes.
Happy to be able to cheer for them.
Absolutely. Love having some good local talent. That's for sure.
And of course, Bobby and Rhonda Parker and Jim DeRose working in the background, our Notre Dame folks as well.
Absolutely.
Men start this Saturday, I think, Peoria FC's first, technically preseason games, but playing Bradley, I believe.
Yes.
3 p.m. start on Saturday out at Shea Stadium. And then Northwestern the following Saturday, 3 p.m. start as well.
That is correct. It'll be some good games.
Looking forward to that.
Good way to kick off the seasons.
Yeah. Fortunately, have friends who have bought tailgate parking spots this year, so.
Even better.
Yep. Come over there and accidentally stumble into them before the game. Like, I didn't know you guys were here. Mind if I take out these 3 lawn chairs I just happen to have with me? All right, the Irish here. Try it from a different angle here for this corner kick. Looks like we got Ava over this one. Sends it in, and that one's going to just find its way through for a goal kick. Nobody could get a head on it.
Got to play those a little bit more out.
Yeah, just
in between the 6 and the PK spot. It's a perfect spot.
Yeah, that was just a little too close to the goal line there. I apologize if you're hearing some equipment there. They're cutting the grass and the businesses behind us, which he's allowed to do. See if the Irish can't lock this in here. A few ticks under 4 minutes to go here. Richwoods desperate to keep this 0-0.
They are definitely happy with this result right now.
Yeah, and they should be. They've played well on defense. They haven't really been able to force the Irish with their offense here yet, but we have all been involved in plenty of games where a run of the play, all of a sudden you're down 1-0 even though you've dominated the play.
It happens.
It does happen, and it really makes you mad. And free kick for the Knights, just their side of the midfield stripe. Good win by Abigail Chaddick there. Three minutes to go here. I should really like to crack open the scoreboard here. Take all that good feeling from Richwoods that they deservedly have right now. Just drain some of it away. Right now, though, both teams stuck in midfield.
Good idea.
Yeah, there's some of that.
There it is.
Fioruso drive this ball in. The shot out there by Ava LaFollette, but it goes just about a yard away from where she was actually aiming. 2:15 to go. Richwoods will be in no hurry to take this goal kick. Under 2 minutes by the time this is kicked. Under 2 minutes right now, actually. Just gonna go out. Richwoods has that play down. They've done that a couple times where the goal kick just wanders out of bounds about 35 yards away.
Good idea by Hannah.
Yeah, finds Chaddock. Abigail. Nope. One of the first miscues by the Knights defense there, but 23, Addison Sharp corrected the problem quickly, booted the ball out of bounds. Let's see if Leffler can throw one out there to the top of the box, but no one directly there. Shea Larson, though, has controlled it. That's going to be a goal kick. 1 minute remaining in the first half of this contest. So far, 0-0 this Big 12 match between Richwoods Knights and your Peoria Notre Dame Irish. This would definitely make a lot of other teams in the Big 12 happy if the Irish don't come away with the victory here. 30 seconds to go. See if the Irish can break some Richwoods hearts here.
Ooh,
Yep.
unlucky right there.
Richwoods trying to break some Irish hearts here. A little bit of an offensive thrust there on the missed kick. 10 seconds to go.
Ooh,
They're going to have to rush to get it here.
handball here.
Yep. Riley Berry going to be ready. It's going to have to be directly played.
Couldn't get it off in time.
Couldn't get it off, but we did get Riley the touch we were asking for. All right, at the end of this first 40 minutes, Richwoods Knights stymied the Irish 0-0. We'll be back in about 10 minutes of real time, folks, to bring you the second half. See you then. Welcome back to our Notre Dame soccer fans. Second half of this Big 12 Conference matchup and rivalry game between Peoria Notre Dame and the Knights from Richwoods. I'm Rob Kenny here with Haley Perungo. I'd like to give you a recap of the first half, but there's nothing to recap. Not a whole lot happened. It's 0-0. The Irish had, what did we think, 2 shots on goal, Haley? One of them was a penalty that was saved.
So.
Or maybe saved. I don't quite know what went on there, but certainly wasn't successfully executed. All credit to Richwoods, though. They've got defenders in the way of Irish passes and shots. Let's see if the Irish can change stuff up.
Would love to see some more shots here by the Irish.
You can see why the keeper is, goals against average is .87. Doing a fine job, but yeah, we have not made her sweat much here on this beautiful night. The Irish have 40 minutes to correct this. 5-0 in the conference, 12-0 overall. We'd like to keep that O.
Already getting a little bit more aggressive here.
Yeah, a few more passes together. It was brought up at halftime that I hadn't thought about it, but it's this spring break for the Irish. Nobody's in class. Everything's off a little bit when you take these breaks. We do not have any energy from the crowd because we don't have a big crowd. Richards actually probably has as many people here, if not more, than we do because of spring break. Rescheduled game from a lot of things conspiring against the Irish with, they have to, they have to bring their own energy. They're not going to be able to get it from anywhere else.
Absolutely. Always love playing in front of a crowd, but when you don't have one, you got to rely on each other here.
Abigail Chaddick there. Like that idea, though, exactly what you were talking about. It wasn't on goal, but floated over the bar, but just put your laces through it, don't lean back. Let's force some saves from this fine keeper. So I really don't think, weird things can happen, but it doesn't really look as if Richwoods has a goal in them. It's just not the way they're playing right now. You would mention that one of their normal forward players is playing in the back line now.
Yes.
Playing to keep this game 0-0 as long as possible. A little slip there by number 5. Looks like she's up. That's a Kosha Morris. Not hurt, though, thankfully. Let's see what changes Coach Ben Ralph has concocted here in his halftime talk. He kept the girls in that huddle for quite a long time.
Started Driscoll here in the middle with Chaddick and Loeffler.
That's a change from the starting 11, you're right. Irish earn a free kick here from what can be a dangerous position with Allie Stickelmeyer standing over it, or Hannah Daly. It's going to be Allie, though, taking this. Irish are, again, I'm talking at halftime, kind of unorganized on their set pieces in that first half, Haley. Didn't really seem to have a strategy.
No. Let's see what we got here. Over again.
Floated. Trying to float that one. That was a pass this time. He was trying to float it to the back post, but just kind of overcooked.
Would like to see that one a little bit shorter by the PK spot, like I keep saying.
Yeah, if somebody can get a head on it. Yeah, I don't believe the Irish have had a header anywhere within 30 yards of the goal.
No, and Chaddick is pretty good in the air, so I'd like to find her header. Good take.
Yeah, that was Ava LaFollette.
Good save.
Great save that time.
Put that one back in the mix.
Yeah, see if we're going to recycle this. A little bit unlucky there. Hannah Daly couldn't get the ball out from underneath her feet there and fell. The rebound fell to her quite nicely, but LaFollette had a very nice shot there. Very nice save by the keeper, though. Again, Delaney Reynolds. Shay Larson's going to earn the Irish throw in.
I like that Ben went into a 3-5-2 here rather than a 4-4-2. Play a little bit more offensively.
A few more people into the attack. We did not play through the midfield at all, really, in that first half. We are missing Maddie Stuckemeyer again, so that is not inconsequential. Bailey Leffler there, and that was across more to our liking for its placement. Ball falls to LaFollette. Just can't keep it under the bar. But those are her two most dangerous swings of her leg so far today from the run of play.
I like that he's playing Emmy Wardle a little bit higher here.
Well, it's something you would ask for in the first half, too, when we're talking about that.
That's
You
true.
Just try to lock it in, just play a higher line in the back, closer to the markers. Just try to really, really lock this ball in. Irish can get the ball back off that free kick.
Playing in that 3-5-2 will give them a little bit more in the midfield, so definitely would like to see some more shots from outside the 18.
Yeah, something you don't normally have to beg these girls to do.
Yeah.
They like to fire from 30, 32 yards out. Hannah Daly, Ava, of course, can do it. Allie can do it. She finds herself up there. Leffler, Stickelmeyer, Maddie Stickelmeyer. Of course, we don't have Maddie today, but Maddie should be back, though. Talked to her a little bit before the match. She's not even wearing a brace. Just being a little careful with her.
I think he's keeping Emmy man marked with Acacia. Acacia has some good speed. Emmy's quick.
Yes, she is. Well done there by Wardle and Stickelmeyer. Nice communication. Gonna call.
Good work, Emmy.
Yeah, gonna call Morris there with a little tug. Allie is perfectly capable of dropping this, almost to the penalty spot, really. It's certainly top of the box. See if the Irish can do something with it. Stickelmeyer takes a long run up. She's gonna drop
That's a
this
great
one.
ball.
Boy, that is right spot where you've been asking.
Right where we want it. I love that idea.
The Irish back at it again.
Let's keep moving it here.
Seems like I have a little more movement here too. The ball just a little bit too direct. Like the idea though. It was chatted. The ball's certainly getting to the keeper more, not being that first line of defense isn't redirecting our passes.
Ooh, I love that. Run by Hannah.
Jack there. Like she was trying to find space for a shot. See, but first time, a little bit of confusion, maybe even panic from the Richwoods defense here. They were very cool and collected during that first 40 minutes.
We're definitely going at them a little bit better than we were in the first half.
Yeah, we definitely have the energy edge right here. We're playing like we're mad, like we're angry at what happened in the first half.
We need to.
Cross it goes in, or goes out of bounds for a goal kick.
Definitely a lot better. Like to see a goal here soon.
Yeah, we need to.
Think it's coming.
Feels like it this time. It never really felt like it in that first half. A lot of possession without a purpose.
Some better energy right now is definitely happening. Definitely more talking than there was in the first half. I like that.
Far more chatter. Something we had mentioned we weren't hearing a whole lot of. Leffler with the ball. Nice find by Daly.
Ooh.
Keeper did not realize that she didn't have to. She was outside of her, outside the frame there. I didn't realize she just let that one go. Bailey Leffler got a lot on that. 30 yards out. Lead to Irish first corner kick in this half. And Daly will take it. This will really tell whether the Irish are changing things up here. A little more air underneath that one there, a little more for the head. You can see what Abby's trying to do there. She's trying to just clear space so she can snap off a left-footed shot on the spin.
Maybe a foul there?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Call a handball?
I like this spot, though.
We will take it, yes, absolutely. We have Allie Stickelmeyer over it here.
Again at the PK spot. Find someone's head here.
Delaney.
See if we got anybody making a run.
Be one up.
Maybe a little bit too far. Yep.
Yeah, just a little bit too much on it. But you can see the idea, though.
For sure.
And yet, 10 minutes into this half, still 0-0. That one did not go out of bounds like I thought it was going to. It's a turn by able to foul it. Yes.
Good strike.
Yeah, very good strike. She's about 28 yards out, just over the bar. Sends left foot. She's either left foot or right footed. I'm not sure. I'm glad that she's only got two choices. Otherwise, I'd be really confused. She had a third one and I couldn't figure out. If I was Richards, I would say I would not give her that much room again, because she will
punish you for it.
She will punish you for it, and she will eventually find the range. 30 yards is nothing. Good win by Chaddock. It's going to mean the Irish get a throw in deep into their offensive third.
Chaddock is great at winning those in the air.
Yeah. She is
Want a corner here?
No,
Maybe a throw?
Very deep throw here.
Double if you can. No turn.
Ooh, good touch.
Great touch by Chaddock. See if she's going to find somebody. No, she goes for goal, unfortunately, I think, there. Let's see if,
Great touch, though.
Yeah, though the turn was perfect to split those defenders. Trying to find that near post there and sneaking in so you can't catch the keeper napping, but you may have had Ava LaFollette making a run straight down the center pipe there. I do agree with you, though, Haley. There's a goal in this Irish squad here.
Feels like it.
In the next 10 minutes.
I'd love to see the wingers with Russo and Larson to test the goalkeeper as well. Maybe cut it back, take a shot themselves.
Yeah, Irish have the legs to do it, no doubt about it. I'd like the keeper to have her head on a swivel, never knowing where the shot's going to come from. But right now, Richwoods has earned a free kick here, just shy of the midfield strike. Going to come with 27 minutes to go by the time it's put into play. Give them a chance to relieve some pressure on the defense. They are going to be not rushing anything here the rest of this half.
Stay on her, Em.
Another good win by Chaddock.
Yeah,
I love it.
Sometimes you wonder how many Abby Chaddocks are out there. She seems to be winning every 50-50 ball.
Ooh.
Yeah. Tell you what, baby.
Some action for Riley Bear.
Yeah, I don't think Riley was expecting that one to come back, or she had to run a long way to get on it. She did her job. All right, see if the Irish can try to keep this ball in deep. Basically, the first 10 minutes were all played within about 30 yards of the Richwoods goal line. Now Richwoods has relieved the pressure here for a couple minutes. Roll out for a goal kick.
Good decision.
Yeah, good awareness there. Keeping her head on a swivel, looking over her shoulder. Sticklemeyer's gonna. Sticklemeyer Alley, comma Alley, is gonna take this. Again, we do not have Maddie out there today, nursing a little knock in her ankle that she took last week. She should be fine though.
Who's our next matchup?
I do not know who the next matchup is. I know our next home game is versus Central.
Okay.
That's on Tuesday, which is not one to be too concerned about. We'll just leave it at that. I do not know if we play on the weekend, it isn't a home game. Irish earn a free kick here, off for the goal kick. Sticklemeyer, just about a yard short of the midfield.
Good ball.
Yeah, I think that went off the head of
Went off
a
the
Knight
net.
player. Bounces up, holds up nicely for the keeper. Good job there by Maddie McCarthy for the Knights. Throw in for the Knights. Number 13, Cooper Smith.
Russo! Get in that space.
Delaney Driscoll.
Well done by Delaney.
Great job fighting to dig that ball out of there. Earn the Irish eventually a throw in. And we get a sub coming in here. This is number 14, Annalise Ruiz. Coming in for Sophia Russo. Annalise, no stranger to the pitch.
Well done.
Double Coop!
No, the ball's gonna roll harmlessly back. Just, this cross is just not finding Irish head or feet right now. It's a great job by Chaddock. Just can't quite find the connection yet. Maybe some of the energy of the Irish draining out here after this first 15 minutes.
Maybe.
Quite seen that Energizer bunny level that they came out at the start of the second half. Again, it is 0-0 still.
Let's keep it moving here.
Addison Bellamy never runs out of energy. Addison.
I love that run though by her. Another good decision.
Ruiz there tries to get a cross in. Richards has regained their composure on defense here too. They are kicking the ball with a purpose now. Just everything's just flying a little bit too far here for the Irish. There it was with the right foot of Ava LaFollette that time, but they're all just about a yard over the bar. Irish leaning back on everything or not quite getting their laces through it. Goal kick for the Knights. These always come near us. And here comes one again. Yeah. Good job there by Morris.
Annalise! Back it in a little bit.
Nice idea there, Ruiz. Cuts it out though. Good job, Hannah Daly there putting in her defensive shift.
Not a bad idea by Driscoll.
Nope, not at all. Just about 21 minutes left, almost halfway through this second half. We have the same score that we started the game with, 0-0.
I will say I'm surprised.
I am surprised myself. Irish have not found themselves in this position too many times this year. job
Well
by
done, Shea.
Larson. Oh, pass just behind La Follette. The ball's going to be cleared out by the defense. Well, there's something there, but the Irish just that last little bit, just that, literally that last 2%. It's just not coming together. There's a pass to nowhere. Knights let it roll harmlessly over the end line. Going to have about their, I don't know what, 40th goal kick they've had this game.
I'd like to see that stat, yeah.
It is. It's up there. Chaddick again with the winning that ball. Oh,
Ooh,
that's a good ball in. Irish
Corner.
gonna get a corner kick out of it. That's just, again, with just an inch or two off here, that one looked like there was a great ball in. I don't know who put that in. I think that might have been Annalise Ruiz.
I think it was, yeah.
She did a really nice job putting that ball in. Ava just couldn't quite get her foot on it, and neither could Shea as the last person there. But the last touch was on the Knights, so Hannah Daly jogs over, getting her steps in. She was about 50 yards away. Take this corner from the right corner.
I love that alley was there.
Yeah, really.
Good another ball. Oh,
Oh, right at the keeper. That was Abigail Chaddick. Good save by Delaney Reynolds. Irish best chance though, really. Just a little bit unlucky.
Who is this guy?
Comes at 18:33 to stop the clock here for an injury. Gonna have the Richwoods coaches seem to think that was more of a foul than it was. Coach is going out there not so much to talk to his players, he is to talk to the referee.
he's definitely not happy about that one.
Yeah,
I thought it was a decent 50-50, but maybe I missed it.
there wasn't much to it. And you're going to get a yellow card for dissent here for the Richwoods coach. He'll be on the bench.
He better be careful here.
Yeah. Good news is, number 4, Addison Leffler, walking off under her own power there. Like she may have actually just kind of, I mean, she did go down face first in the turf.
I love that Bailey gave her a little hug there.
Yeah. The sisters dueling number 4s. I think it's going to be okay. She will have to come off though now because she did receive a little attention here. Hopefully she's going to be okay. Number 24 will be checking in for her. This is Sophia Varda.
And we won that ball there, so
Yeah.
that's an interesting one.
I think, yeah, Leffler just kind of fell a little bit awkwardly. She did not fall far, or did not, she was on her knees when she went down, so hopefully just a little tweak of the neck there and abundance of caution. Stuckemeyer sticks it in there, one nicely, the head on the Knights defender.
Ooh.
Oops. Miss hit there.
What's he calling here?
Gonna get a yellow card for,
I'm not sure on what, but
I do not know either. So we will get Riley Bennett back into the game and Addison Bellamy coming out. Putting an elbow out or something? I don't know. That seems like
I'm
that
not sure about that one.
may have been to mollify the Richwoods coach who
I
was
would
out there
agree.
earlier.
It's a soft call.
Yes, definitely a soft yellow.
Good to see Leffler coming back
Yeah.
in for Richwoods.
Yeah, absolutely great to see her back out there. All right, the resulting free kick's going to bounce, get close to the Irish box.
Well done.
Delaney Driscoll there is there to clean it up, trying to find Larson. Driscoll going to have to walk off that little ball, just caught her foot when her foot wasn't braced.
I love Driscoll's energy.
Yeah.
She's a workhorse.
Yeah, she's a. You don't lose anything when she's out there. Whether she comes in off the bench, but she's a starter. She would get starter talent, starter energy, starter influence. Throw in for the Irish. We are at 17 and a half minutes to go.
Go double! Go double!
I like that first
Good
touch.
idea.
First
Oh.
touch. Oh, there's no getting. See if Ruiz can get there. She can't quite.
A little unlucky whiff by Ava.
Yeah, Ava there, just the ball didn't hop up for her the way she wanted to. I love that Larson though, first time didn't try to settle that.
Yeah, great ball.
That ball just put the cross in.
Go on, Delaney. Unlucky.
Yeah, just drags it a little left. And there is Leffler, Addison Leffler coming back in. Another goal kick here for the Knights.
Right back over, Bailey got her. Hey, all right, Bailey got her.
16:30 to go. It's starting to get late early, as they say here, Haley.
Yeah.
Kind of settled into the same sort of game we ended with in the first half. The Irish.
Well done.
Yeah.
Let's
that
get
was
it
Bailey.
out of that.
Yeah, there goes the Knights' way though on the throw-in. See if the Irish have to lock this ball back in. Oops, it's going to be a foul there. Yep. Nothing malicious in it. Just put her arm out and caught her in the back. She was just looking for the ball. LaFollette is going to take the kick. And Allie Stickemeyer is going to find herself maybe on the receiving end of it.
I'd love to see Allie get a goal right here.
Ava sticks it in. Definitely a missed kick there. Sounded like she hit the ground first. From up here, and the ball just sort of ballooned off to the right on her. All right, another opportunity gone wanting for the Irish. As we start to click down here under probably 14 minutes or so.
Good, Emmy.
Yeah, play the way you're facing. Find Sticklemeyer. Richards just forced to kick the ball out of bounds. Again, just boot the ball out of bounds. Irish. Throw in after throw in. Not a lot of production there, though.
Slide in!
Too big of a touch there.
Yeah.
Oh.
No. Oh, surprised that the Knights person kept it in. She did a good job of getting out of that, though. job doing. Number 16, Ella Merritt Honda. Somebody who you say doesn't normally play defense.
Usually a forward, so
Yeah.
I'm surprised to see her back there.
She acquitted herself very well there.
Her and Shay are club teammates, so love to see that little matchup.
Probably exchanging recipes over there in the corner while they're fighting for the ball. Here she is again here. A little bit more comfortable, familiar position for her. Under 14 minutes to go here. Under 13 and a half minutes, actually. Still locked in a goalless draw between the Knights and the Irish. Irish are looking to keep their unblemished 12-0 record. Move it to 13-0. Knights trying to get an important
Let's
win
get in
or
here,
tie.
Shay.
The Irish able to foul it. I believe that was a shot. Just couldn't get it on target though. Rolls out harmlessly past the far post. Good work. Everything about it's great. You love everything about it except that last little couple percentage points. Subs in for the Knights, trying to keep fresh legs in there on defense. .24, Sophie Varda back into the game. Throw in for the Knights. Underneath the far pole. Looks like it might still be a little bit wet over there. She looks like she's trying to get some water off the ball. We didn't have a lot of rain yesterday. Some things haven't changed on this pitch since you played here, Haley. We do still have some swampy spots.
That is for sure. Actually, my senior year, I'll never forget, we played in an absolute swamp against Richwoods. Standing water, but we still played. I have pictures to prove it. We were wearing white uniforms, of course. Our moms loved it.
Of course, yeah. Walking Tide commercial when you get home. Here, Mom, I need this tomorrow. It's not as bad as that anymore, but soccer plays through anything. All right, Shay Larson here gonna beat her marker.
Love that touch.
See if she can get this in. Driving it to the touchline. Yeah, gonna get a corner kick out of it. Great individual effort there by Shay Larson.
Good stuff. I think she hurt herself.
Yeah. Can't get up. This is number 13, Cooper Smith. He's going to stop the clock at 10:53. Under 11 minutes here. Oh, going to be a cramp. Hopefully it relieves it with the help of a teammate there pretty quickly. Smith can get up. She is pretty important to what they do. She's not moving her best, but there she goes. Getting that the limp out of there. She goes to the near post. Hannah Daly going to take the resulting corner. Header by the Knights, gets it back to Daly. Yeah, just recycle it back in there. Good job by the defense. Did not let the Irish do what they wanted to do there. Able to clear their lines, clear their pressure. The Irish just have to put the ball out.
Richwoods has some good speed up top.
Yeah, they do. Force the Irish to just play the ball out. And Cooper Smith, they're running a little bit better there. Easy for me to say. Throw in runs harmlessly out. Going to be a goal kick for the Irish. Downey still going to do it. Russo in for Annalise Ruiz. Annalise did a really good job when she was in there. Threw in
She did
at
some
least
good
one nice cross.
Yeah.
She was active, said her name a lot. All right. We want to say the name of an Irish goal scorer here, though, in these last 10 minutes. Ooh, dangerous
Let's go to goal here.
ball.
Come on, Ava. Ooh.
Good job by the defender. Run off. Going to be a corner kick there. Defender looking for the push, but if there was a push, I think it came after the ball was already played out. Technically, you can still call a foul, but I don't think there was much in it. Hannah Danny taking it now from the left side.
Ooh.
It's going to be, yeah, another wasted corner kick for the Irish.
We've done that a couple times tonight.
Yeah, and it's at least the third that I can remember that just floated out of bounds before anybody had a chance to make a play. All right, we're gonna have the Irish going to be the ones playing with a little bit of desperation here. 8.5 minutes to go. Desperation sometimes is good. I'm not sure it's going to be good for the Irish here. Emmy Wardle there, yeah. Kind of wasn't necessary. Morris had taken a heavy touch. Wasn't going to get to that ball. Going to be a free kick here from a not directly dangerous place in the sense that she could put it on frame, but she dropped this at the top, and you know, an unlucky bounce. A little handball in the box, something like that. Richwoods could find themselves up 1-0.
There we go.
Midfield.
Well done, Delaney.
Go. Okay. On.
Ooh.
Yeah, good job by the defender there. That's number 20. We've seen her. Abby Cooley makes several important interventions. Ball into the box. Outside of the net. Ava LaFollette getting her outside of her foot on it. Try to redirect it on frame. Could not. It's going to be a goal kick. Sub coming in here, number 26, Sadie McMorris. Starter, back into the game. Good job there by Sophie Varda. Her minutes in the game. Everybody's plus minus is 0 today.
Side, first through it. Come on.
Ball scoots under the Irish player's leg there.
Can play a little bit quicker here. We don't have too much time left.
No, we don't. Like I said, desperation here. 6:40 to go. Richwoods will be in no hurry themselves, so.
Come on, Shay.
That is Cooper Smith.
You don't need it.
Ooh, not a bad take.
No. Keeper. A little less confident on that than she has been on some others.
That looked like it was going over her head.
Yeah, I did not see that she was that far off her line. Obviously, Bailey did. All right, Irish trying to dial up another attack here. There's Morris using her speed. Keeping control of the ball. Very nice. A little bit of skill there.
Ooh.
Ooh, that's going to be a yellow.
Chaddock's got to come off here, I think. Yep.
Yeah. I'm not sure that was necessary either. Irish had plenty of people already behind the ball. Ruiz will come in and replace her. Foul comes at 5:29. Morris is still down on the ground there. I think they're asking for the physio to come out and take a look at her. She took it down pretty hard and awkwardly. She was not expecting a challenge from behind. Looks like they're going to throw on number 19, Alexa Leone, for her. As because she is receiving treatment, she is going to have to come out briefly. Zero, zero. Surprisingly, to the Knights' credit. Been able to thwart anything the Irish have attempted to throw at them. Withstood a highly interjected first 10-12 minutes of the second half.
For sure.
And righted the ship.
Glad she's up and walking.
Yeah, she looks like she's fine.
I'm sure he won't keep her off long.
No, not with her speed and her ball skills and enthusiasm. She's been very important, especially here in this second half. She's walking well. Abigail Janik offering her apologies for the foul. All right, at the restart here, 5:29.
Maybe Riley gets some action here.
Looks like Morris is going to need it's her wrist, it looks like there. She's getting taped up on her wrist. So you know that you weren't expecting the foul because you didn't get your hands down in the position to protect yourself. All right, this free kick's coming from about 40 yards or so out. It is Addison Leffler. Riley Bear handles it. There wasn't much pressure on her there, but those ones that bounce a yard or two in front of you or a keeper are always a little bit hairy. Just throw a long ball in. Trying to lock it in now here. Shea Larson here on their right side. Ooh,
Well done, Shea. Go to
bad
goal.
touch there by Smith. Gonna get it back.
Would love to see Shea keep going there.
Emmy Wardle recycles it back in for the Irish. Richwoods, a white jersey shows up just everywhere they're supposed to. They pop up and get in the way, which is what you're supposed to do. Abby Chaddock back into the game after that yellow card. Nice ball in there by Shea Larson.
Good tackle.
Yeah, beautiful job by Hannah Daly going into that tackle. Good tackle there by Cooper Smith as well. Going to be throwing for the Irish. The Irish desperate to get something, anything. On frame here, Abigail
Touch.
Chaddock. Great job.
Ooh.
Oh, boy, there have been just some whiffs that you just don't normally see from the Irish. That was, don't know
Some
what
good-
David thought was going to happen there, but she didn't touch the ball at all.
It's a good chance for the Irish.
It was. But again, nothing comes up. We don't force a save from the keeper. We get a goal kick. Richwoods gets a goal kick out of it. A chance to bleed a little more clock. Ball goes off the Irish, off of Leffler. 3:20 to go. Good win by Bailey Leffler. Richards comes out of that with semi-control of the ball, but then they put it out. Throwing for the Irish near midfield.
Yep, let's keep going. Handball, right? Yep.
Yep. Gonna be, don't take this too quickly. Yeah, this doesn't, I think Ava just wants to try to get something on frame here, but
She'll shoot this one here.
I think she will too. She seemed kind of anxious today. When the ball's on, you know, when she's had these chances. All right, there's the whistle. Restart. straight into the wall. Wall did its job.
That's a handball. That's a handball.
It's going to be a handball against the Irish.
I think Ava just got a yellow.
Yellow card
talking
for
to the
dissent
ref.
there. Yeah, that comes at 2:02. She's been frustrated all game. I don't know, lack of service or just her own lack of the precision that she normally expects of herself. But
Can't do that late in the game like
no,
this,
nope.
especially in a tie. Got to play smarter here. Richwoods is in no hurry for sure.
Nope.
And Coach Ralph might be getting one.
Yeah, I don't really see what Coach Ross would have to.
Yep.
Well, Coach Ralph joins Coach Eisfelder with yellows in the book.
You got to love it, both
In
coaches.
the book, yeah. I'm not really sure what Coach was complaining about there. Frustration may have been with this player, and we're going to take it out on the ref instead. All right, this free kick comes. Irish win it. Bailey Leffler. Under 2 minutes to go here. The Irish locked in the scoreless draw with their crosstown rivals, the Richwoods Knights. Richwoods looking to get a pretty prominent result here. Kind of shake up the standings. Not shake up the standings, but give the other contenders in the Big 12 a little bit of hope. The Irish 5-0 would be moved to 5-0-1 if this score holds. The Irish just cannot crack that last line of defense. 1 minute left.
1 minute.
Ball heads deep into the Irish zone. Richwoods has control of it. You can hear Richwoods'
Ooh.
crowd.
She went for it.
Love that idea.
Wow.
Absolutely love that idea.
That would have been crazy.
It would have been. And we said, if you see soccer long enough, you're going to have it.
Anything can happen here.
Yeah. Also takes time off the clock. And it's going to be the Irish last offensive thrust here.
Definitely surprised, but like you said, hats off to Richwoods.
Yeah, absolutely, Haley. You're absolutely right. They not deviated from their game plan. They didn't park the bus, but
No.
they've played a really strong defensive back four, back five.
Yeah, great defensive show out for them.
Yep, it's going to lead to a tie result unless something strange happens, and
Wow.
it will not. And this game ends.
Richwoods
in
is happy.
A scoreless draw.
They
Between the
are
Richwoods
definitely
Knights.
happy.
Yep, they should be. They should be. All credit to Coach Eisfelder and his squad.
Yeah,
This-
well coached.
Yep, game ends. Well, you can see. I mean, we're 8-4-2 coming into this game. 8-4-3 now. But you can see why. They had not been blown out by anybody. They actually goals against average was really good, and it just got better here in the scoreless draw.
Unfortunate for PND for sure, but I see Coach Ralph working on a lot of shooting drills tomorrow in practice.
Yeah, the Irish had their chances, just were not efficient enough near goal. All right, so that ends our broadcast here. 0-0 tie between the Knights and the Irish. And the first blemish on the Irish perfect season so far. 12-0 now becomes 12-0-1. The Knights move to 8-4-3. Both add a tie to their conference records too. I'd like to thank the Bradshaws for all of their technical help today. I'd like to thank Haley Perungo. Haley, great to have you on the broadcast. Good luck in the upcoming women's season. Everybody should go to as many of these games as you possibly can. You're going to see some great local soccer talent, some of it you know, and some of it you're going to be introduced to.
Absolutely.
College
Thanks for having
players.
me.
Oh, we're happy to have you here. I'm Rob Kenny signing off. Have a great rest of your night, everyone. Bye-bye.